This is the Enjoy Life podcast. If you feel overwhelmed or stuck and you want to break free so that you can find your power to take action to achieve your goals and enjoy life, then you're in the right place. Welcome, my friend. I am glad that you're here. My name is Nick Maisie, and it's my desire to be your guide through this material so that you can choose your mindset, goals, and actions so you can guide your life to go in the direction that you want to go and enjoy it. Now let's dive right in. Hello, and welcome to episode 185 of the Enjoy Life podcast. As always, I am thrilled that you're here and joining in today. Today, I'm going to share a little bit about a struggle that I went through and some of the benefits that I found and really a lesson that I kind of pulled out of it. So just to give you a little bit of background, my wife, she's a runner. She likes to run. She's taught cross country for kids and has been running for a long time. So she's a runner. I say that I'm a runner by marriage now because I really wasn't a runner at all. Didn't want much to do with running, but I've gotten a little bit more on board with it. So what happened is that she really wanted for us to be able to do a half marathon together. Well, that was a huge thing for me. Way years prior to that, she wanted us to do a race together, and so I did a 5K. Well, if you know anything about it, 5K is 3.1 miles. Well, a half marathon is 10 miles longer than that, so it's 13.1 miles. Which is it's a whole lot of distance for me. If you're a marathon runner or an ultra marathon or something like that, this might not seem like much, but this was huge. And so we set the goal. We went ahead and registered for the race, and it was going to be in November. And it was 13.1 miles, and I was not a runner. So this is something that I was going to have to work a long time for. I had to train for most of the year in order to be able to do the race. Now, in fact, I had a little bit more specific goal than just to finish. It was kind of ambitious for me. I wanted to be able to finish the half marathon and still be able to walk afterwards. I wanted to be able to finish the half marathon and not be in excruciating pain. And to be able to look back and say, hey, that wasn't too bad. I kind of enjoyed it. Which means I needed to push myself to, like I said, not to just be able to finish, but to be in a condition that it wouldn't be too bad. And I wouldn't hurt myself or, like I said, be in a lot of pain or be able to walk and all that good stuff. And so I had to push myself and I had to have a relatively strict training regimen of knowing how much I needed to increase my runs and increase all the exercise that I was doing to be able to train for this one thing. And let me go ahead and say, it was painful, and I'll save you some of the dirty details of how difficult some of that training was, just for me and getting my body adjusted to pushing itself, especially in the running sense, because it was just really tough on my body. I had to put in a lot of effort. I had to put in a lot of effort for a long period of time, months and months and months. And I put in all that effort and really not seeing any reward or any payoff for all that time of the effort I was putting in, all that training. And it just seemed like it would not stop. And then something happened. See, with no results for a really long time, the race date finally came. And so I was getting there. I was still pretty nervous. I knew I had trained. And then the race came. And I'll say it a race. I didn't really race. There was a few points in time in that 13.1 miles, only at the very, very beginning, that I did see my wife. And that was a huge payoff because, well, she was so much faster than me and still is, that, just being able to see her, like, okay, I'm not doing too bad. And then I got toward the finish line. And I got toward the finish line after kind of slowly plodding through the whole 13.1 miles. I see the finish line. And you know what? I was feeling pretty good. I had made it that far, and I wasn't struggling that bad. Now, seeing the finish line is definitely an energizing moment because you're starting to get some of that payoff, some of that reward, because you realize that you're that close to accomplishing your goal. So that was a huge moment. In fact, I might do another podcast episode just all on that, pushing toward the end. But what I want to share with you is that I finished the race. And I was walking around, there's all these little goodies and swag bags and snacks and drinks that they give for you. And so I was collecting all my stuff and my bottles of water and Gatorades and protein bars and bananas and all that good stuff. And I was feeling good. And then a whole bunch of takeout food and went home and just lounged on the couch and ate a ton. And I was still feeling good. And I was sitting there thinking back, all that training, all that effort that I put in, this was the reward. I felt good after doing that longest run I ever had and probably ever will do in my whole entire life, probably. And I felt really good. All that effort, all that training, all that work that I did was finally being rewarded. And that was huge. Now, all that time training, if I had focused on the rewards I was getting at that time when I was putting in the effort, if I was looking at those rewards, I would have quit. Yeah, I mean, for going on for that long and just pushing myself for longer and longer runs a couple of times a week with still trying to keep up with the rest of my life and responsibilities and family and work and the kids. And no, I had to focus on and remind myself of the absolute rock solid fact that the efforts today will be rewarded tomorrow. Now, in my case, tomorrow was, a specific date in November, but I knew the efforts would be rewarded, not today. I was not working for that day and even that week or even that month. I was working for that future self. That future Nick was going to be rewarded with all the effort that I put in. I was going to get all the rewards for that. And let me tell you, it paid off. It was an amazing thing. It was such a reward to feel good after pushing myself and after going that distance, literally, and to still feel good afterwards. It was amazing. But it would never have happened. I would have never gotten those rewards. I would have never just been able to experience that if I didn't keep reminding myself that the efforts today will be rewarded tomorrow. I had to keep working for my future. I had to keep working toward that goal. Because you know this, that the only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. You'll never find that in life. You got to put the work in, and you got to consistently put that work in. Not give up. Keep doing the work. Just keep at it. As long as you're doing what you know is good for your goal and your life and your values, as long as you're doing those things, then it will be rewarded. And it might be weeks, months, years. The bigger the goal and the more important and powerful that goal is, then the longer it's going to take to really get that big payoff, that reward that you're working toward. But as long as you know that the steps that you're taking are good toward that, then just keep taking them because your reward will come. You're not working for today. You're not working really for your current self right now. No, you're working for your life. You're working for your life. This is your life. Your life is worth it. So aim higher. Aim for the aspirations and the true dreams you have for your life. Aim for those. And then start doing the work to achieve them because your efforts will be rewarded. Just do not give up. Do not give up. There were so many times training for that half marathon that I wanted to give up. Oh my gosh. Just about every time I laced up my shoes, by the time I was getting toward the end and I knew how hard I was going to have to push myself. And really during the training, how terrible I was going to feel afterwards, and even the next day, and sometimes the day after that. It was going to be excruciating. But the fact was, I had set that goal for my future self. And now, all the time after achieving that goal, after running that half marathon, the weeks and the months and the years since, it still feels amazing. All the time and the effort I had to put in order to get that reward really is getting shorter and shorter because of all the time past that I get to experience the benefits and think back on it in a fond sense and that sense of accomplishment and just really feeling good about myself and having had achieved that goal. All that time is getting longer and longer because my future self going forward gets to enjoy that. So just remember, the efforts that you're putting in today will be rewarded. Not today, but tomorrow. And your future. And your future self is going to get to enjoy those benefits, all those rewards for the effort that you're putting in today. So keep at it. Keep at it, my friend. Keep doing the work so that you can guide your life to go where you want it to go, so that you can continue to enjoy the benefits of the efforts that you've put in and reap those rewards. Because this is your life. It is worth every bit of effort you're putting into it. You can do it. You can do it. Just don't give up. Just keep at it and don't give up. And you can achieve amazing things. And I really hope that you just enjoy your life. You make it exactly what you want it to be. And the way to do that is to keep putting in the effort today. Keep at it. All right. Well, that's what I have for today's episode and today's message. And just thank you for listening and joining in. And just make sure you are taking effort, putting in the work. Because, like I said, your life is worth it. It really is. And I know you can do great things. All right. Take care. I'll talk to you again soon.